Alright, hey guys, I want to show you the foundation of my tone that I'm using right now and how I'm kind of set it up. I've got a few pedals, and I run through whatever amp is either at the church, or my amp here is a Vox Valvetronics, just a basic sound with nothing on. It's just, I like to have a really clean but kind of cutting sound with nothing on. I like a little spanky kind of country. But it's this is just basically a tone that that I don't use a lot just for the whole worship set, but I like to before I put my pedals in the mix, I like to have a good clean spanky tone, and that actually sounds pretty good. I'm using a Seymour Duncan. This is a humbucker in a single coil, so it's a little hot, and I like that. So basically, I use just after that. I think reverb is probably the next, we're going to have overdrive and reverb. Basically, that's all I'm going to use, overdrive and reverb and delay. So, but if you had to pick two, I would just get a nice reverb pedal and then one overdrive pedal. And if I put those on, I get that's a nice reverb, and then I got the nice overdrive, but I don't want to sound like super distortion, so I do have a like another boost pedal, because my Ibanez Tube Screamer didn't give me enough like sort of rock and roll. So if I want to really kind of put the rock and roll in it, without the Tube Screamer just didn't seem like it did that for me. So it's nice boost. Give me like what I really wanted, which and so this pedal is a little loud, but it gives you that. But I don't think I even use that pedal, unless I was doing something like that. And that's two pedals stacked on top of each other. So the Tube Screamer, and then this like cheaper pedal that I have just kind of gives me a little more gain. So full open with a little bit of reverb, and then if you add your delay to it, then it would sound like this. And then if you want a little less, you can I roll my volume knob down just a little bit, and then so I'm actually working with my volume knob and then two pedals and just kind of turning them on and off to try to find the pleasing sonic palette that I want. I'm pretty picky, and I'm always just fiddling with it basically. Oh, I have a Dynacomp too, which is sort of so. That's a pretty good tone if you were going to do some like high up stuff. If you can do octaves. Whatever you can do. I don't even know what I was playing right there. Whatever. But this is so this is the Tube Screamer, my Crazy Cat cheap distortion pedal with my compressor. But I kind of want to, I don't want to, like, if you're getting into this and you're sort of thinking I need some tone, I really don't want to like freak you guys out with all the stuff. You don't need a compressor. You don't need half the stuff on here. Really, you need a reverb. If you can get a really good reverb, the RV5 or the MXR 300, and one really good overdrive, and then basically a delay pedal. So 3 pedals. And maybe I'll make a video where, well, let me just use those 3 pedals. So I've got the MXR reverb on. I've got my overdrive pedal, which is I'm just going to use the Tube Screamer since it's most popular, like sort of known pedal. It's like a, classic type pedal. And then I'm just going to use a basic Boss. This could be the Boss DD 5, 6, 7. This is the Giga Delay, which is a little bigger. But actually on the used market it was not even that much more expensive, maybe $15 more than the DD7. So if you get these 3 pedals, So I've got a little bit of a boost with my tube screamer, a little bit of MXR reverb, and that's it, and a little delay. And you can have this tone. And that's sort of a cleaner. That's a little bit of a cleaner distortion. I think you can drive this pedal up further. Let's see the tube screamer. So yeah, you can drive the tube screamer. So you have clean. So if you're gonna pick or something. You can roll back if you want to be softer or go up to your neck. Or when you put on your tube screamer. What I was gonna tell you guys about this, so if you got those basic 3 pedals and you want to go over the top, like you want to, I think this is key, because if you can control the reverb tail or how long the reverb hangs with your foot, then you can get sounds. You can actually do a lot more color, a lot more everything. So with the MXR 300, you can have just a little bit of reverb like this, or you can push your foot down. You can get all that. So I'm going to pull this up even more so you can even get this. So I'm pushing my foot all the way up and I got this long tail so I can do. So that is what you can do, which I think is right now, currently, in worship, a huge sound, and it can fill out the whole band. I mean, you do this with the guitar, it changes the whole feeling and sound of the guitar. So that's if you're going to spend like $100, $150 on a pedal for reverb, make sure you get one that you can control with a foot pedal, and it's really simple to do. Then you can have like a low reverb. And then if you push your foot up on it, you can have this. And you can push your foot down right away and go right into. Both of those things without touching your pedal board. So it's 3 pedals for me. It's reverb, it's overdrive, distortion, overdrive, whatever you feel like is your style. Just some sort of dirt, reverb, dirt, and then a little delay. You can make kind of some cool sounds. Your delay can be all kinds of stuff, but I don't get super technical with all that. I just basically want it to sound good and give myself a nice palette to sort of paint on. I'm not always like messing around with my pedal board. Like once I get it set, I'm sort of leave it. I don't always like I'm not always like tweaking all the settings, because you can just with your volume knob and with adding a pedal or taking one out, you can change your tone a bunch. So if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll be sure to ask them, or I can do some more of this just like this on Worship the King Studio or on my Facebook group. So all right, thanks for watching.